Hey, what up, squad? Mr. Herr here on this manic Tuesday morning. I'm going to keep the video short. I'm going to show you what we're going to talk about as far as review materials today. It's in your workbook, and I'll do some of the harder problems with you because I used to always hate it when teachers only did the easy ones. And then I'll cut you loose. All right, so pretty short video and pretty easy assignment. Let's do this thing. Sorry about all the clicks, man, getting it into my stand. So, hey, check it. This is in our book. It's the 45, 45, 90 triangles, the 30, 60, 90 triangles. I would like you to do these entire 2 pages. If you're saying, Mister, that's a lot, don't worry, we'll be doing some together. Just here on the 45, 45, 90 triangle side, let's just run through this one more time. And like I said, I'll do some of the harder problems with you. Please recall the bases and those legs are always 1 and 1, and then the hypotenuse is root 2. So just for clarity, if we're looking here on this particular triangle, EF, that's a leg. So I'm going to label that over here. And DF, that's also a leg. I'm going to label that over here. Same deal over here. No, you don't have to label it. It's just easier for me to remember what to do. Okay. So just for argument's sake, if we have a leg, like here in number 3, we have a leg of 24 times root 22. I know right away the other leg is 24 root 22. Check. To find the hypotenuse, DE, we need to take that amount, 24 root 22, and multiply it by root 2. I'll do that over here on the side. 24 root 22 times root 2. Well, that's 24 root 44. 44, though, can be simplified. You could break that down into 4 and 11. Yeah, I don't know the square root of 11, so that's going to stay the same. I do know the square root of 4. The square root of 4 is 2, but I multiply that 2 by this 24. Well, that gives me 48 root 11 for my hypotenuse. Okay? That was one of the harder ones. Like I said, I'm just trying to hook you guys up where I can. Speaking of another one of the harder ones, let's jump over here to number 7. Our hypotenuse is 6 root 45 here in number 7. So I have to take 6 root 45 and divide that by root 2 since I'm working backwards. That means I have to rationalize. Okay, well that's 6 root 90, we'll talk about that in a moment, all over 2. 6 and 2, that's 3 root 90, but that 90 simplifies as well because 90 is 9 and 10, and while I don't know the square root of 10, square root of 9 is 3, 3 times 3 makes a 9 root 10 on the outside. Okay? Like I said, those are some of the harder ones for the 45-45. Please do this entire page today. Also, we're going to flip 30, 60, 90 triangles. Recall it follows the pattern of 1 for the short leg, 2 for the hypotenuse, and 3 for the long leg. I'm just going to label those over here. It's not bad when you're provided the long leg. It's not even that awful when you're provided the hypotenuse. It's when you're provided exclusively the long leg that it's tricky. So we'll talk about some of those. Here in number 8, if we're provided the hypotenuse of 5 root 10, well, to find the short leg, I'm going to divide this by 2. So it literally looks like 5 root 10 over 2. And I know for some of us that makes us uneasy, seeing a complicated fraction like that. Don't worry, you got this. Once you have the short leg, 5 root 10 over 2, check. Multiply that by root 3. Okay, well that will look like 5, and then root 10 times root 3 is root 30 over 2. And you say to yourself, Mr. Herr, root 30, doesn't that simplify? Believe it or not, it doesn't. And I know that might seem a little awkward, but when have I ever had an issue with awkward? So number 8 there, number 8's done. Okay. While we're at it, let's also do number 9. Number 9, we're given the long leg. For my money in the 30, 60, 90s, this is the hardest scenario. So I'm going to take 12 root 5, sorry for being low on the screen, and I'm going to divide that by root 3, okay? Well, I have to rationalize, check. That gives me 12 root 15 divided by root 3. That gives me 4 root 15 for my short leg. Then to find the hypotenuse, I merely double that. Specifically, I double the 4, so that gives me 8 root 15. Like I said, I want you to finish the 30, 60, 90 page as well as the 45, 45, 90 page. Yes, I'll kick the key, and even kept the video under 6 minutes. Have a great day today, fam. We'll have a video for you tomorrow too. Peace.